Strange Tales, issue 103. um, of course, starring the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. I'm having a lot of fun going through these old Strange Tales. I'm going to have to buy some of these because they're just so cool. Obviously, Strange Tales 110 is going to be very expensive because it's the first Doctor Strange. But I love these Human Torch stories. They're very good. As you know, we are doing lots of Fantastic Four content. So if you like the Fantastic Four, please hit the like on this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and check out our Fantastic Fridays. That's a live stream we do every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about 4 issues of Fantastic Four. Depending on when you see this, we might be into the 140s by now. So there is a playlist if you want to go back and see us cover every single issue of the Fantastic Four in order. Let's talk about the Fifth Dimension. And would you want to be a prisoner of the Fifth Dimension? I don't think you would. And Johnny's in a really bad predicament here. So let's take a look at how this all went down. Johnny is late for school. In this series, they don't know who he is. He doesn't wear a mask when he's in his torch mode, but he's all flame, so they can't tell who he is anyways. So he's late for school. He flames on, lands, and changes back to his normal Johnny Storm. And comes to find out that he's hearing a lot of problems going on with these builders. They're building these houses and they're sinking, and they're building it on land, and it is like a swamp land, but they've been reinforcing the land, and they're doing all this stuff to keep the houses up, but they keep sinking. Now, this is not the Mole Man, who can sort of drag these constructs down. Something else is going on. This old fella here is saying, "Oh, it's like some sort of demons, and this land is cursed, and they don't want you to build here," and that kind of stuff. So Johnny investigates. It's very weird. This is a very weird beginning. It is strange. It's a strange beginning. That's why it's called Strange Tales. It definitely amps up, though. So it talks to Reed. Reed, Sue, and Ben are doing something else, of course, typical comic stuff. Johnny comes to investigate. He flies around, doesn't know what's going on. All of a sudden, boom, these weird alien guys show up. These 2 little alien fellows over here come in. You're like, who are these guys? Who are these weirdos? They're actually using some sort of mechanism, some sort of gun or ray machine or something, and it's actually destroying the land. So then the house actually sinks into it. So Johnny saw that, and they're like, okay. So the old man was in on it with them. So Johnny confronts him, and he rips off his disguise, and he's also one of the aliens. He nails Johnny with a sort of a water gun. Now, this is a very typical Human Torch trope. To eliminate his fire, they use some sort of water device or some other chemical. He's lost his powers. So, Trapped in Another World, Part 2. Check out this awesome world. I mean, this is so cool. Isn't this just so neat? Having all these, I just imagine being a kid reading this. You're like, wow, what's going on, right? There's this whole other world of this other dimension of all these different guys. So cool. And you got a girl there. She's got her eye on Johnny. It's a little bit of a Flash Gordon thing. He's got the blonde hair even, which is great. So she kind of likes him. Princess Aura, but it's not Aura. So not Aura, call her not Aura. They put Johnny in this sort of chemical water stuff, which prevents him from flaming on. It's actually kind of genius, to be honest with you. He's got a breathing apparatus, so they don't want to kill him, but they don't want him to flame on. So the not Aura comes in and saves him, of course, because she likes him. And he comes out. So she has a faction of people that are helping her out. And basically what's going on is it is sort of like a Flash Gordon type of situation where you have your bad guy, Zemu, I think was his name. He wants to take over our dimension, and he's coming through the swamps. So that's the thing, that's the gateway. So they don't want people to be living around there because their plans will be discovered. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but they have developed this really cool ice gun. Talk to Mr. Freezer, Captain Cold, from DC here, and they developed this freeze gun thing, but that's not going to matter because Johnny Storm comes in, boom, melts through here. This is great. He literally is going underneath and melting it, so kind of giving them their own medicine. Huge magnet comes in. So this magnet comes in to kind of, attract Johnny's buddies there. And they're going to shoot them. But Johnny can also create sort of smoke screens as well. So it creates a smoke screen to stop that. Pretty cool. And rescues not Aura. And then the end of Zemu. Zemu is the bad guy who wants to invade. But look at these tanks he's got. Again, guys, this is a lot of cool stuff. Artillery. You've got look at this. Look at the spikes here, man. Damn. You got dimensions, like all this stuff. This. I think this is, how many pages is this? This isn't even that many pages. This is 14 pages of pure action and excitement. If you're a kid reading this. Great. I love the way the art here, of course, is. I believe this is Jack flying around. Awesome. Here he comes here, makes a flame cage. How cool is that? Flame cage this guy. Boom. And they got him. And thanks, Johnny. You're the best. And they send him off back home. So you got these platforms. Like, look how cool this is. This platform that goes all the way up. And he brings him back up into the swamp. And he's in school. And sort of daydreaming about another dimension. And the teacher says, "What are you, in another dimension here?" Pretty cool. You know, there's something to be said. Guys, if you enjoyed that, please hit the like. Let me know in the comments so I can do more of these. I'm probably going to do a few more Strange Tales because I've been enjoying them personally so much that I want to share them with you. That's primarily the reason for doing even these videos, because mostly I just do the live streams, as you guys know. But I like sharing these comics. This is a bit of a lost art. We just did a stream not too long ago talking about, you know, our comics broken and what's going on. They need to get back to this exciting, simple, you know, here's the bad guy, you know, maybe a couple of motivations for the bad guy. That's about it. Can't be too crazy. So as soon as you start getting into the in-depth backstories of characters and you're like, yeah, but it needs to be a comic. It needs to be exciting. I could read that again. I've read it a couple times already. Such fun, great art, imaginative. You know, that's the answer. That's what we're looking for. So anyway, loved these Strange Tales. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.